here we have our slide of changing matter. Matter can be changed in different ways. Let's say you're leaving on a trip soon. You will need to change the shape and size of some of your items. So in order to make some things fit in your suitcase, you're going to have to change maybe the way you fold them. You may have to arrange your shoes a certain way, but you have to change the shape and the size of something. So in this picture, we have a pair of scissors that's cutting a sheet of paper. All right, that's changing the shape and size of the paper. Okay, it's changing the matter. It doesn't want to work. Let's see. Okay.
Matter can be changed. There are different ways to change the size and shape of matter. Click the objects to see how they can be changed. Matter can be changed. There are different ways to change the size and shape of matter. Click the objects to see how they can be changed.
All right, so I'm going to click on this piece of paper to see how it can be changed. Is it still a piece of paper? Yes. You can change matter by cutting it. Cutting can change the size and shape of the paper. Okay? Here we have a pipe cleaner. So you guys use these for your beads. So on this one, you can actually bend or fold it. Okay? You're changing the shape of the matter. Is the pipe cleaner changing? No, it's not changing into anything else. It's still a pipe cleaner. You're just changing its shape. Okay? There's a cardboard box. So sometimes when you want to recycle something, you might put it in the recycling bin by stepping on it or tearing it apart so that it doesn't take up as much space. So crushing the box with a hammer or your foot or something heavy changes the size and shape of the box. It breaks it down. And here you have a piece of wood. This piece of wood is being sanded with a piece of sandpaper. When you rub the sandpaper on there, the sandpaper is rough, and so it's actually smoothing out the wood. So the wood is rough, the sandpaper is rough, and it actually works as like a smoothing sensation there. So it smooths it out. The texture becomes smooth. Now let's say you need to clean up your room before going on this trip. And so you need to store this rope in your closet. This rope right here. What are we going to do to change the size and shape? Should we hammer it? Should we use our hands to do something with it? Should we cut it, or should we use sandpaper? What do you think is going to be best for this piece of rope to put it in your closet? Well, if we hammer it, is it changing? No, it's not changing the size and shape. All right, let's try the sandpaper. Sandpaper changing the size and shape? Now, it might damage the rope. It might break it down, but it's not actually changing its size and shape. Scissors. Uh-oh. Well, it might be easier to store now because it's shorter, but I'm not sure that really helps you with your rope because now you don't have a full rope. By twisting it with your hands, it's able to be stored easier. So, by crushing it, bending it, cutting it, or sanding, what was the best way to store this rope? Well, bending. All right, you're going to a warm city on your trip, and you need some shorts, but you only have this old pair of pants. What are we going to do? What tool are we going to use? So we have shorts. Hopefully you said scissors. Voila, shorts. So, what change cannot be reversed? Cutting, folding, bending, or crumpling. So let's think for a minute. If we cut something like the rope, can we put the rope back together? Not easily, okay? If we fold the rope, can we unfold it and it's still the same rope? Yes. How about bending a piece of paper? If we bend a piece of paper, can we unbend it and it's still a piece of paper? Yeah. How about if I crumple it up into a ball and then uncrumple it? Is it still a piece of paper? Yeah. So which one of these cannot be reversed? Cutting, folding, bending, or crumpling? Hopefully you said
Cutting.
Cutting. Okay. So cutting is the only change to something that cannot be reversed. If you fold it, you bend it, you crumple it, those can all be reversed. You can straighten them out. But if you cut something, you cannot uncut it. It's kind of like cutting your hair. Once it's cut, it's cut. You got to wait for it to grow back. Okay? So that was our virtual changing matter lab. And so here are some ways that matter changes. So we're going to look at each image and we're going to talk about the type of change. All right? So here we have an ice cube, a rubber band, an orange, and a piece of paper. What can we do to these objects to change them? Not into something else necessarily, but to change them. So let's look at this ice cube. What is something we could do to the ice cube to change it? Can we stretch it, melt it, peel it, or tear it? Hopefully you said melt. How about a rubber band? What are we going to do to a rubber band to change its shape? We're going to stretch it. How about an orange? Well, you're going to peel an orange to change it. And obviously this piece of paper has a tear in it. So these are ways that you can change an object. Okay? Each object has something that you can change in it. If you're going to melt the ice cube, obviously you're going to have to add heat to that. To stretch out the rubber band, well, you're just using your hands or something to stretch it. To peel it, again, you're going to use your hands or orange peeler. And to tear a piece of paper, well, you just use your hands to tear it. So those are all ways that matter can change. All right. So you should have this worksheet that you're going to want to work on. And it says, what is a physical change? So in your book, there's a sentence that talks about physical change. That's the sentence that you should write here. On number 2, it says, tell 3 ways you could change a cardboard box. So tell me 3 ways you can change a cardboard box. All right. Down here, you're going to draw me a picture of how you could change an orange. And at the bottom down here, you're supposed to circle the picture or pictures that show a physical change. So be careful. One of them is not necessarily a physical change. So be careful. All right. So those are your questions for this worksheet, and hopefully you have. Let's see here. Hopefully you have gotten into your book, and okay, it's not letting me in. Well, that's new. Okay. Well, I was going to show you your page, but apparently it's not going to let me. Let's see if it'll let me go this way. No? Okay. Well, guess I'm not showing you that page today. But you should be working in your science book starting on page 30. You should have done an activity in lesson 1 with some clay, and you should have continued working on through lesson 1, and that worksheet will finish up lesson 1.